I just fell through the roof. Hello. um, so I'm gonna just give you a tour of our studio really quick because we're in Rec Room now. I'm in VR. That idiot's on a computer, and yeah. Anyway, so this is our little studio here. We have our obnoxiously bright light and our obnoxiously loud microphones with speakers because yeah. So if we go down here, we have a very empty looking dungeon that we have no use for at the moment. We're still trying to figure out what to do with it. Along with our common area that's extremely plain and bland right now. If we come over here, go down some stairs, and as you can see, we're approaching a little studio area that I built. Percy did the desk and shit. He helped me copy the walls and stuff. But mostly I did this. I readjusted the walls, put the glass, and did this and this. Basically everything in here I did. I'm short for some reason. I can't reach the mic, but you know, it's just me. So here at the studio, where we are probably going to record most of our podcasts now that hopefully we have this shit figured out. It was a lot harder to figure out than we thought it would be. And then I would like to show you another piece of work that I did while Percy was busy yesterday. So come through here, through the window. This is our forest. I got bored yesterday and decided we needed a background, so we have this whole thing. The waterfall, we have our seat that looks like it would actually be quite comfortable to sleep in, I'm gonna be honest. Our lamps and shit, and trees. Like, normal trees. That's basically all we have so far, so... Yeah.
Right. Just be sure you can't hear echo now, correct?
I cannot, no.
Let's get the show on thy road.
Nice.
So, thank you guys for, going on that little tour with Alistair. Me and Al have been hard at work. So welcome to episode 2 of Hellgate Podcast. I'm your host, Percy.
And I'm your host, Ash.
And you're watching.
Finally fixed her height. Never mind!
And you're watching.
Fuck!
You're watching Hellgate Podcast.
Yep.
Today we're going to
Yes,
be talking about a phenomenon called Doveland, Wisconsin.
Washington.
Hey, I just
Wrong
exposed where
state,
Ash
motherfucker.
lived. Anyways,
Bro, you didn't need to give them that information.
you can kind of help. Anyways.
Anyway.
Long ago, back in the heart of Wisconsin, there was once a town named Doveland, right? But something strange happened. Doveland disappeared in the 1990s. And just an entire town gone. People claim to have... Yeah, it hasn't even been found either.
Like,
right?
Did they all just decide to jump off a bridge and die or disappear or something? Because they're all gone now.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
So, people claim to have had relatives who lived in Dublin.
But it's never been proven.
Yeah, it's never been proven. They also state that they have merchandise from Dublin, Ohio. Or not Ohio,
Oh,
Wisconsin.
wait! I was gonna say, if this is in Ohio, that would make so much fucking sense.
Yeah, it's Wisconsin. Now, the weird thing is towns and cities even keep records. The United States itself, as a government, keeps records about every town in the world, in the country.
Which is kind of creepy, but, you know.
Okay. Well, they keep records of every fucking civilian, too, okay?
That's also fucking creepy.
It is. Anyways, most towns keep records of public officials, property records, and even individuals that are born and die in the town. On top of that, all states in the U.S. have official state archives, which are full of documents charting the history of each town in the state, census data, etc. Even odd items are recorded, like the first stop sign in the town that someone's great-grandma stole as a prank. That sort of stuff.
That's fucking hilarious. Somebody's great-grandmother stole this. What would you even need a stop sign for?
I have no clue, actually. You know, it's actually a minor misdemeanor just to steal something that the city owns.
Imagine the chaos that would ensue if there was no stop sign.
You only get like 60 days jail time with a $500 fine for stealing a stop sign.
Only? It's a fucking stop sign! You can make more!
Anyways.
That hardly warrants jail time.
With that in mind, finding records related to Dublin, Wisconsin should be easy. Getting information from an archive is simple, and there's a lot you can access without needing to file a Freedom of Information Act (FOIA) request. What makes Dublin so fascinating is that there are no records of the town even existing. There's not even a record of the town Dublin being named in the United States of America.
That sounds like a fucking, UK kind of, town.
Yeah. It's not, originally I thought I was talking about something in Scotland. Because there's Dublin, Ireland, so there should be something called Dublin in Scotland. But anyways.
Well, there doesn't have to be, they're two different places.
Yeah. But, there are no records of the town Dublin being anything anywhere in America. Not even Wisconsin, or wherever, you know?
Yeah.
And there's no altered zoning map with it, or anything like that. So, people say, can you sit?
I can't hold still.
Anyways.
Besides, getting in your face is fun.
So yet, people claim that Dublin is a town that they were living in, where they have merchandise from, or had friends or relatives from. Or some people even say that they visited it. Right? So how can an entire town disappear like this? Well, the answer is not really no. People say it could be...
have you ever... Wait a minute. Have you ever seen the movie, the Storm of the Century?
Nope.
So, there's a movie called Storm of the Century. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Very similar to this story. In one of the scenes, he threatens to make the whole town disappear. And the way they, quote-unquote, disappear is via, it's a mass town. They jump into the ocean with their kids and shit.
That's interesting. But anyway.
Also, the main villain of the Storm of the Century looks just like my 7th and 8th grade English/history teacher. He does. He looks just like him.
Okay. So people say And here's just a few theories behind the Dublin, Wisconsin disappearance. People say that they remember something that that never really existed, right? So,
There's
you
this
might,
thing that we have called the Mandela effect.
I was going to say that last.
Our cameraman is sleeping.
Anyways, people say that the town could have been swallowed up by an earthquake or a sinkhole, which is a very possible theory.
That's possible, but let me get
People
this
would
straight.
have
Did the
records of it.
buildings also disappear?
Yeah. Now, people will remember if that happens.
Aliens.
Right? Because there's bound to be some survivor.
Aliens.
So the second theory states that Dublin was destroyed by damming, because in the state of Wisconsin there's over 900 dams that were built, and over the years many were removed or abandoned. In the past, Wisconsin has experienced dams bursting, leading to large-scale flooding and destruction of towns and death of individuals. So did flooding wash away Dublin? Somebody would have still survived, and they would have knew it. They would have spread that story, correct? And National Guard would have been deployed to aid in the evacuation of the residents. So that's
yes, but if they were deployed to aid in the evacuation of residents and failed to do so, then they would sweep it under the rug as they failed their fucking mission there.
Yep. Now, third theory is Dublin seemingly vanished, right? So people say it could have been a military science experiment gone wrong.
Oh, gone wrong is right. That town had to have had over like 300 people in it, like most towns do, right? So.
Now, it sounds ominous that some military experiment went wrong. But there have been some military experiments and even government experiments that have been declassified today that were swept up under the rug. Prime example, MK Ultra. It was a mind control program carried out by the CIA.
I watched a podcast episode, or people that covered MK Ultra. It's called The Podcast. Even The Podcast is afraid, but they stopped a long time ago. What is that fucking noise?
POV, Will Smith. What is that fucking smell?
I think my charger is rubbing against some rubber. I don't know.
Anyways, now there's a fourth theory that seems very likely. Now, Dublin did disappear in the 90s, right?
Which was an interesting time for people.
Yeah. So, Desert Storm happened in the late 80s to the early 90s.
Right.
So, it could have been put into use as a stateside military town, or something like that, or a project town made by the military that ceased to exist after the operation or Desert Storm ended. Such temporary towns are known, but there's no evidence in those memories who recalled Dublin to suggest this. The fifth theory is that all of Dublin's residents moved away because economy failed. This would make more sense, and indeed such ghost towns exist across the United States, but this would mean that remnants of Dublin would exist. But we haven't seen any.
Yeah, there's always, usually, when something or someone disappears, there's always something left behind, but there's absolutely nothing to prove that that town was ever there.
Yep.
Now,
with the sixth theory, like Ash did say, it could have had something with alien involvement. Because people are like that. But,
I mean, my dad is very into aliens and shit, so, I mean, it would make sense that I would think that.
yeah. Same with my dad. Anyways. Now, dismantling of these theories, with the sixth theory, and possibly 7 if you believe in aliens, or no, what? Okay. With the sixth theory, if you believe in aliens.
Bro doesn't even know what he's talking about anymore.
I'm reading off a website, like always.
Ugh, what a sad boy.
Theories for what have happened to Dublin, Wisconsin sound rational.
That didn't sound very rational.
Theories for what might have happened to Dublin, Wisconsin sound rational. These theories can be debunked.
No, they don't.
The idea of the earthquake occurred...
None of these theories are rational.
Can I speak?
No!
The idea of the earthquake occurred that was so strong it made the town leveled or caused a sinkhole. It's very unrealistic because in the state of Wisconsin, to our knowledge and to reports, there's been no minor damage inflicted on small towns or cities in Wisconsin via earthquakes.
So, wait, where did this even start? Was somebody just one day like, oh yeah, my grandma and her entire fucking family disappeared in Dublin. Like, who the fuck is Dublin?
It was a bunch of people. Somebody went to Reddit and stated that, does anyone know, there should be a post coming up on it, or a video image of the Reddit post that's coming up on screen right now, stating that, does anyone know about this town named Dublin, Ireland, or Dublin, Wisconsin? My grandparents used to live there.
You said Washington, Ohio, Ireland. Make up your fucking mind.
I'm stupid.
We've covered this. We know.
Can I continue?
No.
Too bad. Anyways, people stated with this post that they have souvenirs or that they have relatives. Sit the fuck down and play with your phone.
What fucking phone, bitch? I'm on VR, remember?
Take your headset off.
No, because then it'll, like, turn off and then log me out.
Oh, okay then. Anyways. Somebody stated on a Reddit post stating that, hey, does anyone know about this town named Dublin, Ireland? My grandparents say that they live there, and I searched it up, nothing came up. Now a screenshot of that post should be popping up on screen right now. Now people replied to this post saying,
jumped awake. Did you see that?
I did it.
Bro, wait! Holy shit!
Anyways.
Our cameraman's having an episode back there. I don't fucking know.
Okay, anyways. People stated that they had souvenirs, had relatives and friends that lived in Dublin, and, it doesn't exist. So that's where all these theories came up from.
Wait,
that's where the mystery of Dublin, Ireland came from.
It's Dublin, Wisconsin, right?
Yep, Dublin, Wisconsin.
Hey Google, what do you know about Dublin, Wisconsin? Holy shit, Google doesn't even know.
Yep.
Okay, I heard you the first time.
Now, with another thing, people stated that they were searching up Dublin, Ireland, and Dublin, Wisconsin came up, with no search results on Google.
Okay, but my Google would have said something if that ever would have come up.
Yeah, now that kind of floods that out of the situation.
I just
Now,
wanted to see if
continuing
Google knew
on-
anything.
Now, continuing on to dismantling these theories, if it was a flood, no matter how bad that flood would have been, it would have never took away all the ruins of Devlin, Ireland, or Wisconsin. Because I myself have lived through a hurricane, and it's flooded my town. I was in the eye of a hurricane at one point. And
Wait, which town was this?
this was in Wilmington back in 2018 during Hurricane Florence.
Wait, you were in Hurricane Florence?
Yep.
Holy shit, I heard about that hurricane too. I was like, oh shit, everybody's gonna
yeah.
die over there.
Now, the pier was on the water. And people thought, hey, that pier's going to be gone by the time the hurricane's done. In fact,
What is up with you and your fucking alarms, bro?
Now, with flooding, if you don't think a hurricane with few mile-per-hour winds, horrible waves, didn't take down a freaking pier that was above the water, what makes you think an entire flood would take an entire city away? Not really possible. Now, there's a possible theory talking about the Dublin's experiments due to a military experiment gone wrong. It's a creative idea, but there would be evidence left behind. But there's still a possibility, in my opinion. Anyways, for example, the Ukrainian city of Chernobyl was the location of a nuclear accident that destroyed the city. But there are still abandoned buildings and signs of life that once thrived in that city. The destruction was the environment, which is still incredibly radioactive 37 years after the accident, okay? And even the military tested the bomb, and even the military tested bomb on the town of Dublin.
Bro, are you okay?
I gotta take a break. I gotta slow down a bit. Okay, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm starting to question your sanity right now, bro.
Even if the I don't like being...
I'm not even saying anything!
Okay. Even if the military tested the bomb on the town of Dublin, there would still be debris and things from the bomb-like fragments. And people would have been told by now. So, really, that leads us to the last theory. That Dublin is a serious Mandela effect.
Like I said at the beginning.
Yep. Now, the Mandela effect can be explained due to a phenomenon that's been debunked. Like, a lot of people believe that Curious George had a tail at one point when he did not.
He did!
No.
Yes. Bro had a fucking tail. I used to watch Curious George as a kid because my brother, bitch, had a tail. I swear to God.
Hey Siri, did Curious George have a tail?
George is described as a good little monkey, and always very curious. Despite being referred to as a monkey throughout the series, he's depicted without a tail. This is from Wikipedia.
He's
Hey,
been depicted
Google.
without a tail inside the show.
Did Curious George ever have a tail? You lying bitch. How? I swear to God he had a tail.
That's called the Mandela effect, sweetheart.
Excuse me?
Okay, continuing on. Now, people believe Mandela effect could be paranormal activity, switching to different universes every year. No? Do I believe that? No. So yeah, that really does lead us to what if Devlin did exist? What happened to it? Where is it now? Or is
I'll tell
it
you
just
what
the
happened.
Mandela
It never
effect?
existed to begin with.
Yep. That's all for the Twilight Zone. I'm an idiot, I know. Anyways, that's what we had to talk about with you today. We hope you guys enjoyed the show. We hope you guys enjoy our new environment.
Yeah.
Stay frosty.
It wasn't a very long podcast because
No.
we're both fucking tired, so.
Yeah. We had something else planned, but it wouldn't fit the theme for today, so.
So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed our podcast. Ash is now out.
And Percy Davis is signing off. We hope you guys have a very wonderful day. And stay hydrated. Otherwise, I'll come to your house and shove a water bottle down your gullet. Have a good day. Percy Davis out.